All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin really quick. So as you guys can see right now, we are reacting off of this monthly buy side fair value gap. I really find this interesting how in January, price came all the way up here to the equilibrium of the previous candle's upper wick, right? So this 50% level that you see right here is from the high of December all the way down to the open of December's candle here. You can see how January just popped above it and then reacted off of that, going lower, reaching down into this imbalance. One thing that I didn't necessarily miss, but I didn't mention in my last Bitcoin video is I said that this level would be the make or break moment for Bitcoin, but there's a couple things that I did not point out as to how we could still go higher even if this monthly imbalance fails. Okay, here's what I mean. For higher prices, we could very well react from this monthly gap and then go on to push higher. But in the event that we don't, if you look at the 3-month time frame, so if I just hop up to the 3-month, take a look at this. Right now, this area could end up being a new buy side imbalance on the 3-month time frame. So let's say, for example, I was looking for the monthly to be our trampoline to go higher, and it did not happen all January. So over the next couple weeks here, let's say we did not get to all-time high over the next few weeks, then I would pop out to the 3-month time frame and see if we can close with a gap like this, and then look for the 3-month chart to do what happened here, where price drops into the 3-month imbalance and then respects it. In the following quarter, we push higher. Okay. Now let's say that that doesn't happen, right? Let's say in the event that we do get a 3-month imbalance, but we don't get that type of behavior, take a look at the 6-month chart. The 6-month looks oddly similar to both the 3-month and the monthly, which means if the 3-month gap did not hold, then it could be that price just wants to consolidate until we get a 6-month candle that closes like similar how it looks now. And then that could be what price uses as a trampoline to do something like this. We go into it and then go on to make new highs. So here's the thing. I don't know which one is going to be the trampoline. You can see how we did that in the past. It would look something like this, where price comes into this 6-month level, and then over the next couple years, then it gets to a new high. Here's what I'm saying. It could happen from a monthly perspective, a 3-month perspective, or a 6-month perspective. The varying differences between those is the amount of time it takes for us to see a new high. It could be really soon if it's from the monthly perspective. It could be, mid-year if it's the 3-month, or we could be looking at 2026 into 2027 if price works off of the 6-month. Preferably, right? We all want it to be soon. But here's what I can say. If we just go back out to the 3-month, take a look at this. When price was here, April of 2024, price did look very similar to how it looks right now, where we have this 3-month gap right here. If I hop out to the 6-month, we had a 6-month gap right here that had not been reached into yet. And on the monthly, we also had a monthly gap in the same area as our 3-month that has not been tested yet, right? So taking a look, this would be the 6-month right here that hasn't been tested. This bigger box here is the 3-month, and the smaller one, the smaller concentrated one, is the monthly, okay? Back when price looked like this, the same was true. You didn't know which gap would be the one that pushed price higher. It ended up being the 3-month. So if I hit play here, you can see the very next candle went into that 3-month gap, left the 6-month gap open, and it was the following 3 months after this candle closes. You can see that right, we closed outside of it, right around here. And then the very following candle was the one that gave us new all-time highs. So I might have to fast forward that a little bit. All right, see that? Now, if I drop down to the monthly, you can see how, because the monthly and the 3 month were in the same area, they got hit at the same time. But what I'm saying is the 6 month wasn't the one that got tested, which means this was a move that happened very quickly. Okay. If the same is true for this current imbalance, then we could see that next very big move over the course of the next couple weeks or the next couple months. Okay. Again, we are currently inside of a monthly level, respecting it. Right. We still have 17 days, but as of right now, price is bullish on the month and we are outside of that monthly level. Again, anything can change, right? Over these next 17 days, we could come back down and push deeper in here. But as of right now, we are respecting this level. On the 3 month, I would like to see this stay open if it forms a gap. Let's say we close just like this. It would be nice to see this stay open, similar to this right here. See how we left this open and we tested this one? I don't want to see us have to test a new 3 month gap, man. That just means another 3 months is gonna have to pass before we get confirmation. Of course, that means more buying opportunities, but I think a lot of us are ready for these new highs. But in the event that it doesn't happen, I will use it as another buying opportunity. I definitely don't want to see the 6 month get tested. All right. If we close like this over the next 5 months, right? You see, because in order for us to get a new 6 month gap, it's going to take 5 months for this last candle right here to close. I definitely don't want to go that long before seeing a new all-time high, but price will do what price wants to do. I just want to put your mind at ease and let you know the market is far from falling, right? There are very high time frames that are showing we are still extremely bullish as far as structure is concerned. And what I mean by that is, let's say the worst case scenario was that it was the 6 month chart that would dictate the next big move. Well, price could come all the way back into the previous swing high, which is right around 70 grand, and still be bullish, even if it continued to fall. And I'm talking, this is absolute worst case scenario. If it continued to fall and landed right on these bodies of these down closed candles right here, this down closed candle right here at 46,000, it can still be bullish. All right. Now, do I expect price to come back to 46 grand? Absolutely not. But can anything in markets happen? Absolutely. Okay. What I'm saying is, if something like this was to happen, every single YouTuber and news outlet would say it's all over. But this would be 99% clearance sale at Louis Vuitton. Okay. This is where you want to consider, not financial advice, but I would definitely consider donating. Well, not donating, but selling a kidney, right? Probably not the good one, but the lesser good one. And I'd go ahead and get some Bitcoin. With all that being said, that is my analysis for Bitcoin as of tonight. My eyes are on the monthly chart. I want to see if this imbalance can hold. And if it does, we will see a new all-time high off of this level. If you enjoyed this, check out my other crypto videos. I also have a playlist on my channel going over other cryptocurrencies that I do cover here on this YouTube.